Hi guys, it's Fior. Long time no see. Actually, it hasn't been that long because I just made my last video, and as promised, I said I would come back with a video in 5,000 views. So I did. I'm a little tired. It's late. It's like 7:30 here, and I've been at work all day. So I've been up since like 8 this morning. So I've been up for a minute. um, Then I gotta go to bed early tonight because I got my gym class tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Anyway, but I was gonna go over a couple of things. My last video seems to be doing pretty well, so I'm glad everybody's glad that I'm back. And then, okay, so we're gonna go over some stuff that I got. Tria laser. It's the Tria as in Tria. It's like triabeauty.com. Tria Beauty, I guess. Oh no, yeah, triabeauty.com. Anyway, it's a laser hair removal for your body. At home, FDA approved one. So we'll kind of go over that, which I think will be of some use to everybody. And then we're going to go over this MSM, or the Whole Foods brand is like the hair, skin, and nails with MSM. It's kind of like for thickening your hair and, you know, making it grow faster, stuff like that. So, yeah, there's that, which I started taking a few days ago, and I'll discuss what that's supposed to do for you. And of course, it's, you know, supposed to help through transition and all that stuff. And I sound like shit because I was sick over the weekend. I got sick and whatnot. So anyway, oh, and I had a quote. Of course, I've been reading Game of Thrones, which I'm all about. After watching the first two seasons, I haven't seen the third season, so I've been avoiding it at all costs because I've been reading up through the third book, and then hoping that I could, you know, catch up with it and read the book right before I watch the show, just to kind of balance it out. I don't want to spoil either one because I think they're both just as good. But anyway, there's a quote, and of course it's pretty much one of the most famous quotes in it, which I think actually works really well for transsexuals. I think it's a very clear quote, and it's from Tyrion Lannister, and those of you who are not familiar with the show or the book, Tyrion's what they call the imp in Game of Thrones. He's short, well, he's a midget, basically in real life, and but he's born to a very famous family, a very powerful family in the world in Game of Thrones, and he has a quote for one of the Stark family children who's a bastard, and in the story and whatnot, bastards are separate from the family if the father cheats on the wife, you know. So they're separate. It's almost like they're, you know, shunned, and they're known as the bastard. Like, anyway, so Jon Snow is a bastard in the show, and so Tyrion Lannister, you know, brings this up to him and calls him the bastard, and he was like, I actually know how you feel at one point, and anyway, so this was the quote he gave him, and it said, never forget who you are, for surely the world won't. Make it your strength, then it can never be your weakness. Armor yourself in it, and it will never be used to hurt you. I feel like that was a huge quote for everybody, like minorities or just groups of people that are like looked upon in like there's a minority or whatnot. So, you know, he's saying use it as your weakness as an armor. So I think that's that pertains very much to transsexuals, I think. Anyway, so I got a lot out of that quote when I first watched the show, actually. And then, yeah. And you can tell me your thoughts on that one, or if you think it even, you know, relates to us, or if it's strictly, you know, that we should transition and forget about our transition and move on forever. And it seems like there's always a toss-up within us to either embrace it or, you know, let it go. And I was telling the guy that I'm seeing, I was telling him that he said, why do transsexuals have so many issues? You know, why are they so messed up in the head, and the simplest answer I could come up with is because transsexuals think that there's something wrong with them, which of course, they tend to always think that, oh, there's something wrong with us. But I don't see, like I used to say in the past, that I don't see transsexualism or being transgendered or whatever you want to call it as being a problem. I don't see that you have to prove anything to anyone. I actually don't think we have problems at all. I think it's almost like until we get to the point where we can embrace ourselves, which we need to do desperately. Um, anyway, so there's that. Um, and then, okay, so I'll get to the Tria laser last, and then I'll talk about, okay, so these MSM, I wanted to get like biotin or something like that, and I've been taking, since I've been vegan now, I started taking the B12 pills. So a lot of B12 that comes in animal products, vegans don't get, so they can become, you know, anemic and have weaknesses and stuff like that. So I take a chewable of those, which it's no big deal. I take one a day. And then I started taking these. I just grabbed them randomly. And I've only been on them for like 3-4 days now. But their MSM is supposedly, I don't know what exactly it is, but I mean, you can research for yourself. But it's supposed to be something that happens, like a reaction that happens when natural rainfall lands on fruits and vegetables or whatever, and it's supposedly like some chemical reaction that can only happen from natural effects like that. So I think that it's, yeah. So I think it's, and it's supposed to thicken your hair and strengthen your nails and all that stuff. So we'll see. See how it works. I do hair, and I have a lot of women that have very thin hair. I mean, and a lot are going through menopause and whatnot. So I thought, why not start taking the herbal supplements and just see if it helps, me, and then I can start suggesting stuff to my clients and try and helping them out, for my own ways, my own discoveries, so to speak. Anyway, so there's that. I'm taking that. And I'm still vegan, which has been really awesome. But I can say that, I'm fine. I love being vegan and all, but I could say the exercise is more important than that. Like this week I was sick, and so I had like a sinus and cold thing. Um, and I had to skip Monday, which is usually my main day to go to the gym. I do like 2 hours at the gym or something. It's my favorite day at the gym. Anyway, but I skipped, and I think, like instantly I fall into a depression. Like I've been depressed the past 2 days, and I start to get like worry about things, start to overthink things, and I think that gym and exercise is by far the most important thing, and I think everybody needs to do it, depression or not, I think everybody needs to do it, but I think for transsexuals there really needs to be a very healthy diet and very healthy exercise, because I think, a lot of us from depression and so on and so forth just get into a rut, and then everything, the hormones, I think it all just kind of works together as a depressive thing, so you have to really counter it with a lot of exercise and whatnot, like I said in my last video. Alright, so then there's the Tria laser, which this is actually my friend's. Like she just kind of lent it to me, but I've had it for ages. I think they run like about 300, maybe more. But it's basically a laser for at home. It's not as strong as getting laser done outside of here, so, like at professional lasers and whatnot. But basically how it works is it has this little red light that flashes underneath, and you can see that, and it matches your skin. And then it has 5 settings on the top. It's really, really simple. So I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see it. Alright, so it's like up to 5 settings, and the 5th one is really strong. Now, when you go get laser done, it hurts. It hurts like a son of a bitch. So, when you do something yourself, it's different. When you do, whenever you have someone else do it, it's not as bad. So I started doing that on my face, and it's FDA approved for the body, but in Europe, the same one is approved for the face. So I guess they have some kind of like law thing here where something's happening. I don't know. But in the States. So I started, doing it on my face. I'm lazy, so I just didn't even bother doing it on my body. But it works. I can honestly say it works on the face and whatnot. You just have to stick with it every 2 weeks. You know, you laser the area and you do it over and over, and you work your way up to the highest setting as far as you can handle, and there's your at-home laser. And you know, for a lot of transsexuals, it might help, because a lot of us, you know, we really want that confidence that we think we have, you know, that you know, we all like to portray, oh, I'm a woman, and it's that portraying that confidence so other people can never sense your weakness. And I think that that is something that is really, really important. So this might help people be able to do their laser at home and in the comfort of your own home, and, you know, private areas, whatever you need to do. So that is an option for us. Again, it's the TRIA laser, which is TRIA, triabeauty.com. They are pricey, though. So yeah, there's that, and I've been doing that, which has been good. Life in general is pretty good. I can say that, you know, work is still pretty decent. It's this week kind of slowed down a little bit, which I'm fine with that. I needed a break. And then the new guy is going very well. He's probably going to watch this, so I can't say anything that's going to give him too much of an ego. Anyway, but it's going well. We have some laughs and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I ended up, I didn't even tell you guys I went to New Orleans a month ago. I went to New Orleans, and I had a blast in New Orleans. I'll probably end up going back there soon. I think I'm gonna, it's a very much artistic city. I would never live there, but it's a beautiful chaos. It's a city that's full of suffering, and the people took it the best with what they had, and somehow they celebrate their suffering. A lot of times it kind of that goes against my train of thought, my way of thinking, but hey, they made it work, and it's a beautiful city in its own artistic way, but it can be a very depressive. You can see the suffering that's happened in New Orleans, which is kind of sad, but I loved it. I'll go back. The friend I went with was very negative from the moment we left. She's a transsexual that I've been friends with for a very long time. And, you know, we all know that we transition different. But you know, I ended up taking the guy I'm seeing out with me the other night, and I took him to a place where a lot of transsexuals go that I know in Memphis, which he's very, very open-minded and pretty chill when it comes to things. So I don't think he would have had a problem going into this place, because it's the establishment itself is a gay bar, and it's like a leather daddy bar. So, but I enjoy the contrast, you know, it's like, you know, their filth and my beauty. Anyway, I'm just kidding. No, so, you know, we went in there, and I took him in, and there were transsexuals there I know, and he said that, you know, there's such a negativity with me and other girls, and there's, like, hardcore, and there's such a negativity with me, and I wouldn't say women as much anymore. I think they're getting okay with me, like, genetic women and whatnot, but some of these transsexuals, I mean, they fucking hate my ass. They hate me for no reason. Like, I can walk into a place, and if I show any sign of confidence, or any sign of just being, you know, sarcastic or whatever, they automatically take as offense, like an attack, which is something that I think transsexuals do a lot with each other. A lot. So they take everything that you say as, like, offensive, and then they get jealous, but it all stems from jealousy and envy, and that's what he noticed right off the bat. Because I asked him, because you could see this bitchiness that they were portraying towards me, and he's very observant, so he observed it right off the back, and it's a jealousy thing. And I feel like, you know, a lot of transsexuals, it's sad, because I feel like we give into this depression. I really do. I feel like a lot of TS is giving the depression. I don't understand why transsexuals go to gay bars, really. I mean, sure, we can go wherever we want to, and we have friends wherever we're at. But then they try to say, oh, no, I go to all bars. But in general, on, like, a statistic percentage scale, they usually go to gay bars or gay-friendly bars. So I feel like, you know, it's almost like you're feeding into that depression and fear and whatnot. Anyway, I don't know how long videos are allowed to be on YouTube anymore. So we're approaching, like, 14 minutes and 46 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out now. Well, there's my 5,000 view video. Next one will be a little bit more in-depth. Hope everyone's great, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.